Why is man all putting on the shades that were on the show and that? Like, this guy's a joke, man. Like, what's he doing?
Because we are on the show.
We're on a pod.
It's still a show.
I'm putting shades, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Why are you even surprised?
because he's.
It's
You know what?
ugly,
He's
bro.
Q-Dex.
Like, why are you surprised?
Thank you very much. I'm so happy you said that because I do this all the time. This is like
Nah. As in,
This is the person
No,
that
on
wears shorts.
radio-
He
on
wears shorts
radio.
in winter, bro.
Sometimes
He wears shorts and sunglasses.
I say that again. Say that again.
He wears
Say that
shorts and
again.
sunglasses in winter.
I've got someone else
Sunglasses.
who understands Q-Dex's dress sense. His mental.
Sunglasses.
Remember, this nigga wore a salmon suit.
With chest out, you know. With
A
chest
salmon
out, you know.
with the chest.
With the chest out, you know.
No chain.
No chain.
No chain. Man, let niggas know. Yo, I do this gym thing.
He thinks he's got it like that, innit? What's that?
Yo.
Mango carrot juice.
Can I try some? Can I have the rest?
Nah.
That was a typical African man response. As soon as you asked him for it, he wasn't willing to give
Hey,
it.
there was a point where you
Okay,
was
let me have
mad banging it out, like 018, 019. There was a mad stretch between there where
Yeah.
you was like,
You know what? Yeah.
on Insta, like showing us your legs and all
I
them
was-
things there.
Leg. That wasn't that long ago.
Nah.
That wasn't that long ago.
I mean, he ain't been active. Obviously, Corona.
That was a couple weeks ago.
Oh, no, he's
that he
always-
was wearing them on top.
Oh
and
no,
he
he
looked
always shows his leg. Oh no, I'm talking about on a gym thing.
Oh.
Yeah, have you not seen him work?
Oh, this guy's a hoe. This guy shows his legs all the time.
There's no comment from this.
There's bare.
This guy's what?
Fam,
This guy's
there's-
fam. This guy will show his legs on Insta Live. I'm surprised you ain't done a. You should do a legs only fans, bro.
I have an OnlyFans.
Uh-huh.
Wait. Wait.
Wait.
Hold on. Wait.
Everyone clap.
I told you this.
Wait, for what though? What's your
So basically, I hand model doing it. So I have an OnlyFans for my hands.
for your hands?
For my hands.
What, and people are paying.
Yeah.
How much you made so far?
Couple hundred a week.
A week. Hey, hey, the game is
That's one of my sources of income.
Only fans.
No, because I haven't painted my nails. What? I haven't painted my nails. They don't look nice.
I mean,
today.
your hand model. You need to show us the hand.
I
before
know,
we
your
start
hand
saying.
model, your
no, but I
hand
haven't
should be.
painted my nails though. They don't look. You can see from this side.
You have really nice hands.
I
though, to be
know.
honest.
I know.
So wait, what do you do?
I
You
know.
just put it down.
So you
on
just
the-
be
on
like-
the- on
No,
the-
so basically sometimes they ask me to do certain things. So sometimes I've got to do certain poses. Sometimes I'm creaming my hands. Sometimes I'm using hand sanitizer. You don't ever see my face. It's just my hands.
Hey yo, fam, we're not making money the right way. Hey, there's bare ways to make money with a flip.
And the game has changed.
She said hand model, fam, and she's seen a couple hundred a week. How much is it a week?
Couple hundred.
A couple
It
hundred.
depends how
fam.
active I am though.
How?
So she could
active,
make two.
fat.
She's making 2 bills calm for some of her salary, fam,
I've got regular people them.
that are tuning in.
I have hand fetishes. You know people have feet fetish.
Yeah, I know.
I don't have a feet fetish.
I get feet.
But like,
And
You
your-
like feet?
Yeah, man. If it's when a girl feet nice,
What? So you be
yeah,
sucking their feet?
nah, mothers haven't sucked toes yet.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's amazing.
Yes.
The only reason why I say
Said
yes is
yeah.
because I swore when I was like 15 I'll never eat pumps, and you know what I mean. So
That ship so bad.
that shit sailed, boy. Man even put that on wax.
I think that ship sails for like most man, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm 5 years dedicated now. Still.
Vagina slur, you know.
No, I won't say dedicated. 5 years I've done it.
So well.
But like I've been dedicated for like what, a year and a
committed,
half.
yeah.
Committed,
Committed,
2 years,
Committed.
a year and a half. I think when I said it on tunes and that, girls are like, "Rah, you're a liar." So now you know what I mean.
I think it's become a norm, man.
It's normal. When
become a
everyone's
norm.
younger, they're like, yeah, I don't do that. But
But arse eating, we can't normalize.
normal,
it.
man.
See, I'm not
Sorry.
dead there. I'm not dead there. I'm
I'm
not
not-
dead there. I'm not dead
Can't-
there.
Anyway,
I'm not
let's do
dead
the
there, I'm
intro,
not dead there.
guys. Like you guys.
We are
will
doing
just-
the intro. Yo, this is the bro code where pussy I forget what.
Down.
Pussy I forget what.
I need that clip. I need that clip. Yeah, edited in the edit. Jude, please, I beg. Oh yeah, this is the Broker Podcast, and we have a special guest with us today. This is episode number 52.
Bow.
It's myself, Q-Dex, on the mic, and to my left.
Oh, it's low so.
Left is this way, though.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just
No, I'm so happy. Stick it on him. Let this pod know, fam.
to my
But
right.
yeah, man, it's Loso here. You know, birthday boy Los. Out here.
Scorpio
Gang.
season and that.
Come on.
Bow.
Scorpio season, you know. It's a boy Cash, the creative.
Did you see the
entrepreneur
way he breathed into it?
extraordinaire. Hey, we're different. I got too much personality these days. I'm flipping out.
And we have a special guest.
Go on. Do something.
This person is my friend, very good friend, very
Oh,
close
no,
friend of
when you
mine.
start these introductions off our dead, you did that last
Fam,
week. Started
relax,
there.
relax.
Gas to
No,
Yeah.
no, but this is actually his friend, though.
This guy has since like yesterday. Man's been going on monologues, you know.
Just saying bare stuff.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah, no,
We'll
you
get
was
to
wet
that,
for
we'll
that.
get to that.
We'll get to that still. I got fire for you, bro.
So this person, my friend, she's a financial professional. She's a banker as well. She does a lot of things. She's a hand model, as she just said. I'm saying you're gonna have to talk about the OnlyFans a bit more still, because I'm sure there's a lot of females that want to make some money. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Aisha, how you doing?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
We're all right still.
Okay, it's hot now.
So now you can. When I was telling you,
I told you.
It's gonna get hotter
No,
because
no.
you're drinking as well.
No, I hear it. Okay.
How's your week been?
My week has been stressful, but
What's this guy doing, bro?
is what it is.
Fair enough. I mean, you're saying it is what it is.
That's
Listen,
bullshit. Did you see the way she said, "Oh, you know, my week's been stressful."
I know.
All right, fair enough.
I was gonna say yeah.
I owe Pagan for that.
No, like, do you know what it is? Like, I work with some real dickheads and some real like.
It's okay. Say it with chest. Say it
No,
with
but I
chest.
do some real racist dickheads, and it's like some of them are racist, some of them are just up themselves. And do you know how many times I've been in a room and people are like, "Oh, I'm not expecting you to look like that." Like what? Like a black female,
Are you the
young
only one?
looking? Yeah, of course I am.
Oh man. No. Because it's easy to say you're
Only
the
black
one.
person. Forget female.
Oh, person.
Yeah, and I'm the youngest in my team. Significantly, like people,
like
people have
baby.
been working in this for like. Someone just retired. They've been in the bank for 45 years, in this same bank, and
Do you-
he's below me.
Do you switch yourself up when you're at work?
Yeah, I'm a different.
You
I'm
have
a
to-
bit
you have
more-
to-
It depends. It depends what it is. Like if I'm annoyed, then I go back to normal Aisha. But if on a normal basis, no. And then when it comes to clients and stuff, if I really, really can't hack something and I feel like I'm going to cuss you, I put myself on mute, scream a little bit, and then
You scream a little bit and come back.
take myself off mute because these
couldn't
people are
do that,
mad.
I couldn't do it, man.
They're mad. And it's like, and obviously because of what's going on now in terms of businesses and stuff,
Yeah.
they're on my tits 24/7, just calling me, asking me this. I don't have energy. Like on Monday, I straight up told my manager, I'm not working today.
Swear down, just like that.
What you can say?
I wish
me
I could
that's
do
been
that.
working till 12. I'm not working today. You lot are not paying me enough to do this. I'm not doing it.
I hear it, man. I hear it, man. Workplace is long right now. I think that's one thing like people they're not taking in. Like it's affecting people's mentals, man. And on top of that, we're all working from home as well. Yeah, it's not the one.
I don't even mind. I don't mind the working from home. It's just like people don't understand that you have a life as well. Like I get it. It's your business. It's your livelihood. You know, you've got millions and millions of pounds. But it's just like you're not the only people in the world. I have 300 clients. You're not my only client. Like, and you're sitting here acting, oh, do you know how much money I earn? Okay, you're not my richest client though. So what?
I said ranting. I love it.
They don't bring it in.
Nah, let them know, fam.
They don't bring it in.
Yeah, man's all talking about rah.
100,000 when I got a client on 1 mil.
Nah,
fam.
I mean,
What's
nah, I
the same?
mean.
You're sitting here telling me your measly
Your
100.
measly what?
People
Your
are giving me
little
10 mil.
6 figures.
I beg, I
Your
beg.
little 6 figures. Yeah, fam. All you rappers hear that, fam. How these bankers are talking about your P's, fam. They're talking about your P's, dog. What? You get two bags on what? On Spotify and that. And you think you're up.
You know, it's mad, yeah. Like, no matter how much money you think you have, there's someone that always has more money.
Someone's
than you.
laughing.
Always.
As long as what's his name? Amazon guy is breathing. As long as he's breathing, as long as
Bezos.
he's breathing,
Fair.
no one should
He's-
talk shit about their money.
To be fair.
No one.
He's up still.
If I had money like that, I don't know what I'd do, you know.
I know what I'll do.
What you doing?
That's what I'm doing. like you know what that means. Yo,
That's crazy.
all I'm telling is everyone around me, I'm saying, yo, listen, are you ready to party for
And
50
this is the
years?
issue with black people then.
Do you know what he said? Do you know what he said?
I
Jeff
imagine
Bezos' money.
Jeff Bezos.
I can party
yeah, but
forever.
But
Listen,
even that,
and
no, but hold on, but he has to
I can
maintain it.
Party forever.
That's exactly
No,
what I was
He has
gonna
hear
to
what I can
maintain
say.
it.
Like, the reason why
No,
he's
but-
still making more money is because he's working twice as hard.
I understand that.
every time.
No, he's not working actually. Do you know why? Because everyone working is making him money.
That's
Slave
fine.
trade, slave trade.
Yeah.
But he's not sleeping.
No, I get that, but he has.
He
no, wait.
chills. Bros like this.
Do you know how much self-development
knows?
he's doing?
What development? You think he's doing it, bro? You man are insane if you think Bezos is doing this.
How do you think the world works?
Bro, he's not doing it no more. He's hands off.
No, he can still
What,
be
you
hands
think
off.
Blake-
Hold on.
You think a couple of these rappers are still touching the thing? They're hands off. It's like Jeff Bezos. They're hands off, fam.
His net worth, please.
His net worth is mad. That's what his net worth is. Mad. Zero zero
If we
zero
research
zero
his
zero
net worth
zero
today,
zero.
let's cancel this pod right now
So,
because
so
Miami-
His net worth
with
It's like 100 plus billion.
Okay, cool.
100 plus billion. I
So
can
if-
party
wait, hold
forever
on.
off 100 million, fam.
But why would you do that? It doesn't make sense.
Why would
Because
I?
you need to maintain that.
100.
He,
I said 100 million.
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, but,
I still have billions.
I get that.
Wait,
But what
wait,
I'm saying
hold
is,
on.
I've got the figure here, 181.9 billion.
What's these man talking about? How am I gonna get broke? How?
I didn't know.
How?
I didn't say he was gonna get broke. What I'm saying
how?
is,
I can't even spend a
wait.
billion. I won't even spend a billion. I don't even know how to. I don't even
You
know how to-
don't know how to because you know about that
I know,
lifestyle.
I'm
He
not.
has had that lifestyle,
but
so
that's
you're
what
used
I'm
to it.
saying. So when I get a bit, someone give me a billion, let alone
Yeah, but-
181.
Yeah, but you're not understanding that how the money's being made is not. He didn't just get 500 million.
I said now.
Or 1
What's man
billion.
talking
You know what I'm
about? I
saying? Like
said,
the
Chris-
money's coming. It's just.
Wait,
it's just.
bro. Cash said, yeah. If I had Jeff Bezos' money now, bro's telling me about work and then
Yeah.
It's not about work. That's what I'm saying. But
bro
the fact, you know what's the
said-
problem?
bro said-
The fact that the first thing you said is 100 parties is a problem.
No,
Why?
The problem here is you said black people and generalized every single one of us.
Okay, no. Wait.
It's a madness.
Wait, not every black person.
It's a
okay?
madness.
Like that.
Not
We think
every-
about. We go back.
But
on.
there is a large
Wait, but I
proportion
don't
of black
understand
people
what.
that
Wait,
do.
wait,
It's a
wait, wait.
mentality. It's
No, but
more of a mentality
It's not a
than-
mentality.
Yes, it is.
Do you know why it's
there
not?
is
It's
still.
not a mentality.
That's why we're at the bottom of the food chain.
You're
No, statistically we are. Like this, it's not. Obviously, as much as we don't want to be there. When you, well, hold on, let me finish this. Yeah.
How
When
have we got here?
when you look at different communities, we are at the bottom of the food chain. We are like
We are.
economically, we have the least. And that's just
In
this
terms
is
of wealth,
factual.
anyway, people might
Wealth.
have be rich, but rich and wealthy are completely different.
Yeah, wealth is
And I feel like a lot of black people want to be rich. They don't want to be wealthy, or they don't understand the difference between being rich and being wealthy. They are completely different.
Educate
I
us,
said
please.
before I was 30, I need 7 sources of income. I now have 6. I just need 1 more. That's wealth. That's not being rich. Being rich is having money right now to live.
Bim, 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 bim.
Lend me a tenner, G.
Man said a 10. Have some fucking decorum.
Decorum, fam. £10 in this economy is basically.
Let me
10
get £100.
Piss, bro.
Lend me £100 now, please.
Continue. I want to hear the rest of it.
So the thing is, yeah, being rich is temporary. So that's being able to afford your current lifestyle. And that's great. But you can be rich. If I tell you now that in one of my accounts, I've got $1 million just sitting there. But at the same time, I've got 1.1 million worth of debt. I'm still rich because you can still see that in my account, I've got $1 million. But I've got debt. If you are wealthy, that's almost eradicated because you're building generational wealth. Rich people can pay for themselves. Wealthy people can pay for themselves generation after
And
generation
more
after
people after
generation.
that,
It's like sustainable. It's just being sustainably rich is when you're wealthy. And another thing is rich people spend, wealthy people invest and save. Then they spend on the luxuries, whereas black people tend to, not every black person, tends to spend on luxuries first. And the prime example is Richard Blackwood, My guy,
he
they
fucked
did.
himself,
They
innit?
even before the bankruptcy. This is after he got the money back.
okay.
They filmed him on like through the keyhole or something. You go to his house and he's got a Velar. That's already a certain amount of £1,000 on a what's it called, Range Rover Velar. Yeah, that's money.
I think I watched this with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Range Rover Velar. You don't go into his flats where there's no even downstairs. You go up the stairs, but there's no. You don't have anything. It's literally just 3 rooms. Then
killing me.
no 3 rooms on the stairs. There's all your different trainer. So that's money again. You now have 4 Rolexes. And you know why you're a waste man? Because of those 4 Rolexes, they're all customized. Yes, Rolexes, they go up in value, but as the second you put your name there or anything,
it's
it
custom
goes
built.
down.
Oh, he's
yeah,
fucked it,
they've
he's
gone down in
fucked it.
value. So you haven't even,
Fucked
you're not
it,
even making any
fucked it,
money.
you're not making peace with
And
it.
you're living in a flat. Like, I don't, if you want to live in a flat, that's your own. But
I hear
when you spent that money on your Rolex watches, your 4 Rolex watches, and your trainers, and your car to be doing flashy, but then I come to your house and this is it. What?
I mean,
His room's inside of my bathroom.
Are you
bruv.
guys ready, yeah? You guys ready, yeah? Because I've been abused. Are you ready, yeah? You ready, yeah? Cool. Jeff Bezos has 181.9 billion. 181.9 billion. And you man are telling me about investments, and I am the investment.
He has
I have-
investments.
That's my point. If I have 181.9 billion, have I said Rolly yet? Have I said car? I just said I want to party.
Yeah, but you know what it is, yeah? I think for...
Do you know what party is to me? To me. I could just be... but how is that expensive? How is
It's
that
not
expensive?
expensive. It's an expense though.
What, partying?
Yeah,
but
you're paying
listen-
and you don't get anything back.
Fam, I don't want any... From 100... Oh my God.
The thing is, hold on, but when you're used
that's
to
not the only thing I'm
no,
gonna
wait,
do.
wait. But that's a lot of money to you. When you're used to that lifestyle, you want
To
more.
who?
You want more.
Who
No,
isn't
no,
it?
no,
Who
no.
isn't
But
it?
to him,
No,
no. But to him, he's used to that
You can't
lifestyle, so
buy-
he wants more.
fam,
You want
he
more.
can't spend
and more.
181.9 billion.
It's
You know he can't spend it.
Hold on. It's like being in the corporate world, yeah.
He could
You
end
go.
the world hunger.
Wait, see, let me land. Yeah.
Man's
It's
telling
like
me
being-
about he could end the world hunger. Man's out here trying to explain to me. Explain to me. That by partying. Bro, man can end
No,
world
wait.
hunger, fam.
There's nothing wrong
None
with
of these
partying.
videos on RSPCA will exist no more, fam.
I'm finished.
What's that thing that they do on
RSPCA.
BBC
Massive
One every year?
RSPCA,
What's that? Wow. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, what's that thing, yeah, that they do every year?
We do what children need.
What? The sports thing or whatever. What's it called that they do?
Sports relief.
Fam, that's what, you know, that's money laundering right there. Fam, every year they're going, and we have got a new record of 200 million pounds.
Ask them what they've done with
Welcome to our generous donations. We want to thank the Premier League, Halifax, Subway. Thank you for your... Bro, 200 million every year, fam.
Every
Bro,
year,
you
that's
can
a
end...
magazine.
What, fam, who's getting that piece, fam? Who?
My point to you, yeah, was the fact that the first thing I said, there's nothing wrong with partying. Obviously, me too. There'd be a party, there would
Alright,
be a
every
celebration
day,
if I got that, but it's not the first thing I'm thinking of.
What's
What
the
do
first thing
you
you're
want
doing?
him to say?
What's the
Buy
first-
houses.
I don't know, but just
the
not
first thing?
What are you
that.
saying, buying houses?
No, but-
Something that brings you more money, so you can
the
do
first
more
thing I
partying.
say, okay, cool. But the first thing I say and the first thing I do will always be two different things. Because if someone said to me, yo, bro, what are you going to do when you get your first milli? In my head, I'm thinking, oh my God, do you know how many years I've been rapping about that AP? That's just the first thing that will come in my head. But then all my niggas, once I've said, yo, that AP looks nice, innit? You think any of these man will allow me to even look at it if I'm still living in my mum's house? Like, fam, man, them, if you're really wearing APs on bus downs in your mother's house,
There's bare man like that.
Exactly.
that's peak.
But you
Man,
know what? I think
that's fucked.
education's a problem though, in general. But I say that because I feel like a lot of men, they're not educated or they don't want to be. So the minute they get a load of money, they're not trying to hear, save this here, invest in it here. And I was speaking to somebody the other day. I was saying, it's not black people in general, but a lot of people, yeah, when they haven't had a lot of wealth or had a lot of money, what they tend to do is spend without thinking. And the reason why they won't invest is because they're not willing to wait the term it takes to see a worthwhile investment. So like I said, it might take some people 5 years, 10 years, depends what you're investing in it. But if you want to see real true investment, you got to wait some time in it. A lot of people are not willing to wait that time. They want to do the here and now. And the minute they do that here and now, that's when the money just getting spent. That's why you see bare people win the lottery. Ask them where they are right now.
Yeah,
go
because they
broke.
don't know how to spend it.
Yeah.
But I feel like, education is a problem because the way, I mean, obviously from an African household, I was taught, go do this job, go be a banker, go be a doctor, go be all these jobs. I don't know one, like someone that I can clap, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That has actual money. Yeah, you can be
them.
alright,
Yeah.
but you think from that one job you'll be wealthy.
Never.
That's what I
Never.
was telling my parents though, well, my dad. I'm saying, they teach you to be either an engineer, a teacher, a scientist, a lawyer. You know, you have like 6 jobs that you can pick from. Like, literally.
It's true.
Prime, that's why there was a war in my yard when man started rapping, you know. What? You think this rapping journey
Yeah,
was
because
easy,
it's
bro?
not.
Huh? Bro.
Even, no, that happened with me.
Deep
'cause
that
even,
only started properly dropping videos like,
recently.
nah, I mean.
Yeah.
Because even like me, like
fam.
basketball, obviously my whole dream was to ever play basketball. I didn't want to do
Well, you wanted to go WNBA?
That's what I wanted to do.
Can you
I've
play
been playing
still?
since I was 8.
Can you play still?
Now.
Hey, bro, because you're taller than me. So if you dunk on me, I can't lie, I'm clotheslining you. You're not going to the hoop. You're not going to the hoop. Fuck that. Fuck that.
I'm so done. I played in a while with it. Like, I got a scholarship to go Loughborough Uni to play basketball. So I have like a quarter of student loan because they paid for 3/4 of it for me to play basketball.
Like that.
But I injured myself in final year. Like I broke my leg. I've still got like a stitch mark on my leg where my bone went through my skin.
Well, you broke from playing.
No, I fractured it in the gym, and then I was playing thinking it was fine, and then I like fell and it snapped. So I was out for like 18 months. I couldn't play for 18 months, but because I was on a contract, I had to go to training. So I had to rock up there with my crutches 8 times a week was how often we were training. So sometimes twice a day to train. And I was muscular back at uni. I'm skinny now, but back then it was different.
Punching like that, saying that. Shut up. Man be asking her what's your number. Shut up.
Screaming.
I was so terrible.
When the girl was like, yo, shut up.
Why is this guy like this?
This guy, bro. I don't know why he's like this, bro.
Oh my god.
Shit.
And I think the thing is with basketball, like I remember having this conversation with my mum and dad about it, and I was saying this is what I want to do, and I got into Warwick to study maths, and then I got into Loughborough for this basketball scholarship. So this way, and obviously Warwick is a better uni, but with the Loughborough thing, I can play my basketball, I can still study my triple honours degree. Like everyone's happy. So that way, when I did injure myself, I didn't have that. I told you so, because I'm still studying banking. I'm doing what they want me to do.
Facts.
So it's calm. But if I just said it's just basketball I wanted to do, hey, not in my house.
It's like you can do the basketball, but something else.
Yeah, there's no way.
Are you the oldest?
Yeah.
That's why.
No, that's
And
not
I'm the only
right.
girl.
No, it is because the youngest get away with it.
No, You think my brother could not go?
He will get away with it.
No, he won't.
I won't bet you he will get away with murder.
what?
As in, he will be able to have a better route. Like he will be able to make choices that he can do what he wants to do more than you.
Nah.
Because I've seen it across the board. A lot of like olders.
No.
A lot of olders I've seen anyway.
No.
No.
Like, no, wait. He gets, hold on. Okay, so I've got 2 brothers. One is like 3 years younger than me, and one is, I don't know where this one came from, but he's way younger than the rest of us, isn't it? So he, like,
Oh, like way young.
he's still in school.
What school? Secondary school?
Yeah.
So he's like what? Significantly younger
Yeah, he's a
than you?
teenager. Way younger than us. So, like, basically, my mum said the house was quiet one day.
so much.
The house was quiet one day, and she was like, it was quiet. So they produced another child, didn't it? And that's where my brother came from. So he's way younger. So for him,
That's hard still. I actually rate that. That's hard. Mum and dad are still in love, innit?
yeah, it's still. No, my parents are a lot though, to be fair. But anyway, so they had him, and he gets away with certain things like washing the plates. He don't have to do those things. Like he can be on things that I wouldn't get away with. But do you think he cannot go to uni? My brother plays football for an academy. My other brother plays rugby for somewhere. Even with that football for academy, my mum is still pushing for him to be a doctor. He's still studying sciences. So I feel like, yes, they get.
Peas off their kids, bro.
Bro, you man could have fam.
You know what I mean? Football, rugby, basket. No,
But
Yeah, but my mum did athletics though.
But my
That's
thing is,
where that came
the
from.
studying thing is fine. What I'm saying is, do you think if he blows, he'll be allowed to go?
There's no way on this planet my brother's not going to university. Even if he's,
No, but I'm saying he can go to university, yeah. But what if he blows in football? Do you
during
think they will stop
university
it?
or after.
Will they stop
It depends on the time.
If he gets a pro contract.
Wait, if he gets a pro contract, yeah.
My mum won't allow it. My
At
dad
18.
might. My dad might. My mum won't allow it.
Do you know why?
Wait.
Mama, no.
Until bro shows mumsy, nah, I
Money.
mean 20 figures a
He
week.
won't-
20
20K
bands,
a week.
20 bands a week.
No, wait.
20 bands a week.
Wait,
You think
wait,
mummy's saying? I will show mummy, yo, this doctor bullshit you want me to do? Yeah. I'll be getting 50K a year tops at my first. Like what, second or third year maybe?
Her issue is not that. The thing is with my mum, yeah, specifically, she did athletics, she injured herself. I did basketball, injured myself. She has a fear of injury.
Injuries.
So her thing is like, all of us have had, she had a backup plan, I had a backup plan. So her thing is like, you need that backup plan. When you finish uni, I don't really care what you're doing, just as long as you get that degree. That's her only reason. Not because, yeah, she'll see the money and like it, but she's... Exactly. Even till now, he's already injury prone. He's always in one cast like this or this. He's the most injury prone of all of us.
But in terms, what I'm getting at here is, would she allow you to do jobs that are not like? Does it have to be the typical banker, doctor?
Now, no.
Okay.
But you still need a
But
mad
when I
degree.
when I was like choosing my degrees, that was, you know, those were the options. But if I said to her now, like, I want to be a model, like an actual model, okay. No.
Full body.
How are you gonna tell your mom you're a hand model?
Mum, the thing is,
You don't have to do.
I told her, And she was like, she kind of just brushed it off. And then when I showed her what I got for one of my shoots, she was like, wow, this thing is really interesting.
Oh, that's all it takes. That's all it takes.
This is wonderful.
That's all it ever takes to show them the money.
Why do you show me this earlier? Aisha. Hey, I love Africans, you know. Show them peas and the whole change.
Everything changes
Fam,
quickly.
do you know when I knew, peas is everything? Did you see that video when Santander was drunk holding his mum? You think I'll
Couldn't
be,
say nothing.
think I'll be 20 years old, yacked holding my mum like that on stage?
Fam, same goes for Burna. Same goes for
Burna
Burna
Boy
when
that
he was
is
dissing the
high 24/7.
Man, this is
And
own
it's
parents.
calm.
He just
Blow your
And his
ting.
mum's his manager as well, so like.
Blow your ting. Mum's helping him pick up.
Yeah. I wouldn't be
Mum's
surprised.
helping
I
him
said,
pick up.
mum's looking the shot.
Yeah.
Come on. But he's moving mad anyway, so.
So okay. Currently, the times we're in, difficult times, isn't it? What's your advice for people in terms of them managing their money? You laugh like that.
No, do you know what it is? Like, the thing is, you can't spend that much on stuff right now anyway. Like, you can't go on holiday, really.
I mean, people are doing it still. They're in the
No, they are. But like,
Crow is expensive.
generally, I would use, especially, okay, so if even,
That was so dark. What the weed dealers, they put it up. Well, money, it's expensive now.
What?
I
don't know.
I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. I have no clue what bro is talking about.
done.
I don't have a clue. Hey, don't do drugs, kids. This isn't
Not the ones on.
Say it,
Come on, man.
Oh,
Come on,
I thought you
guys.
even asked me. What did you ask me?
No, they said
How to manage your how
no,
to manage money.
what
during
can we do with
COVID.
our
advice.
You
Advice.
can't spend nothing.
Invest.
Invest in what though?
Stocks. Crypto. Because, you know what it is? Right now, our economy is terrible. Yeah. So this is the best time for you to be invested in stocks because the market is crashed. So it's like everything is cheap. So this is when you should buy it. So for example, okay, Amazon. Back when I graduated, I bought 4 Amazon stocks.
How did you do it? Because people never disclose that bit. So how did you
That's
do it?
another thing. Yeah, I realised people don't like to say how they make money.
They don't
I'm
disclose
realising
it.
that recently.
Yeah.
Like they don't.
That's
don't
why a lot of
get
people
all
don't know. They don't know how.
Okay.
People don't
That's the
disclose
one
it.
thing I'd say about black people, though.
What?
I think that's our number one thing, you know.
So they don't talk about it.
When you're making money, you don't
we
wanna
all
let
like now
anyone-
because we all like to flex on each other rather than all the other races like to flex on us. You know what I mean? We should flex as a race on everyone else. We're too busy flexing on the man them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I hear it.
Let's start sharing info, guys. How you make peas and that? Let me know.
Because I think I started on there's so many different apps. Hargreaves Lansdowne is like the main. But my issue with that is that I don't like spending in it. Hargreaves Lansdowne, you got to pay for certain stocks, and I don't really like doing that. So I use all the free ones like Trading 212 and Free Trade.
Okay.
And I think back then, obviously I studied banking, so it's a bit different. So back then I bought Amazon for £200 and I bought 4. Each one now is worth 3k, and I haven't done anything. It's just sat in my account. I haven't done a single thing. So I now have 4, like that's 12k for not really doing much. Now if you
I Trading 212 today, but
Teach me. Fab, like I swear, the way people are hearing this, I swear, the next time a man walks up to Aisha, they're gonna be like, "Hey, what can you teach man business? Though, yeah?
Trading
So you're
212,
a banker and that,
Hey.
yeah."
Afterwards, we're
Teach man
talking, I'm trying to get
investment
this,
things,
that,
fam.
fam.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah, I'm so glad, that Aisha actually came on this pod because the reason why I actually started investing was because of her, and it literally just started from like, we'll just have general conversation, and she would just tell me something random like, something, and there's this guy I know, and he does this like group chat for like young people that want to invest and whatever, and from that, are you alright? Oh, that's it. It's not gonna happen.
you can't bend like that.
Anyway, and from that, it just kind of went to like, I was trying to find out like, this guy, bruv, so disruptive.
Why didn't you just crawl?
Anyway, so it just started to like a bit of research, and then I started to watch like a few like videos on YouTube and whatnot, and it's just so easy because every time I've heard the word invest growing up, I've always thought that it was just a massive thing and I needed to have like a couple grand before I actually start investing. But my first investment was £100. I started like literally when the pandemic started, like around like April, May. That's kind of I started buying stocks, and I mean it's been a mad journey because I made a lot of mistakes. I lost some money in the process of investing, but when I say lost, it's kind of like I've broken even at this point in time. but I realized that it's $3,000 that I would have spent when I
Yeah.
think of where I am right now, from April to November. It's $3,000 that I would have spent. That would have been disposable income that I've used for something else, or gone out somewhere or bought something else. But that money that I started with £100, bought one stock, and I can't remember what company it was. I think it was in Greg's, and then I just started going like that and learning so much. And I'm looking at my portfolio and thinking, right, like when you get sucked into it and you start educating yourself a lot, and you watch so many I watch so many podcasts and so many videos and stuff like. And I'm looking at, obviously, these are lifestyles that people live, and I love watching black people do it as well. Like all these black channels of like black investors in America, amazing. It just shows black people just doing it, and it's just a normal thing because they're normal youths. They just do normal things, but it's so educationally like financially illiterate about certain
Financially
things.
literate, you mean.
Huh?
Financially literate.
Yeah, financially literate. Sorry.
I was so baffed. I was like, hang on, wait, they did something good, but they're still
No, literate, but it's just sick. And for me, just kind of like, especially now that the economy is just all over the place and it's so volatile and a lot of things are crashing and a lot of companies are trying to build themselves up, borrowing so much money, I'm just thinking, you know what? Now I'm so happy I'm in this spot, because from a savings point of view, right? If I saved $3,000 or let's say $3.5 to $4,000 from April, May to December, that's a decent amount of savings. You know what I'm saying? Now think about the fact that now I'm going to be investing. So this is like my first year doing it, or less than my first year doing it. I've done that. I'm not stopping because I'm trying to buy more from companies that are doing well, more profitable in my portfolio, and I'm trying to like buy new companies that see the potential to grow, all that stuff. I am generating money over like in a compound way over a period of time.
And I think another thing is like a lot of people come to me, they're like, Aisha, but like, where do I start? Because you've got an advantage because you worked in banking, now it's crap. Because what you need to do is, if you're really like a proper novice to these things, start with something you understand. So for example, I played basketball, so I understood, or I would hear in my day-to-day life, what basketball player was being signed by this contract or this sporting brand. So I used to invest in sports brand because that's what I understood. And I know that without doing any research, I will know that this player is getting signed with, I don't know, Adidas or Nike. So I know from that information, the stocks are going to go up. My cousin, who's into like beauty and stuff, she doesn't understand trading, but what she does understand is the beauty world, the retail world. So invest in the retail world first, understand that a bit more, because you're gonna hear pieces of information in that world. Invest in that. When you get good at that, then we will start bringing in the industries that you should be investing in. Obviously, right now, the industry to invest in is tech. That's where the majority of my money comes from, because that's where we're going. But if you don't understand investing, there is absolutely no point in investing tech, because you just lose all your money or you invest in rubbish. And then the other thing that people, which I haven't brought you onto yet, but I will, is cryptocurrency.
Snake holding info back. Jesus is Lord.
No, I brought it to the attention.
I showed my cash cow. You lot don't understand. When you lot see me driving a Maserati in like 2 years, fam, you just know, fam.
You said you're
Again,
gonna-
so what?
I know.
This frivolous investment. Like, come on, man. Invest in your happiness. Take a trip,
Where
bro.
was the energy? Where was the energy when I said I want to party?
No, but that was your first thing. He has.
That's the first thing he said was Maserati.
When
I
he-
buy my Maserati.
Once it comes off, it's depreciating anyway. So
Nah,
that's
but-
what I'm
As
saying.
in, to be
Nah, but
honest.
he's
No,
been talking
listen,
about investments. He's been
But
talking
the
about it.
purpose
Yeah.
of the purpose of actually generating wealth, as long as you want to feed your generations, is to also make a comfortable life for yourself, a better living for yourself. You make money to enjoy a better living, essentially.
Like,
Yeah, but you know the speed limit's 70 here still, so
Lord.
nobody care
It's
about
actually
it.
true.
Ain't nobody care about your Maserati.
That's a point that no one fails to realize. Say that again, what you just said.
What?
Why we get money,
We get money to create a better living for ourselves.
fam. Man, am I just saving for what, bro? As in, I'm not saying saving for what. I'm saying.
No, that's why I said I get people that spend their money. I
That's why
understand.
you gotta
it.
take
I
trips.
there's
understand it.
nothing wrong with
Judge people
spending.
spend. That's
There's
fine.
nothing wrong with
I don't
spending.
spend, guys, but
There's nothing wrong with spending.
But I guess if you want to be wealthy, you have to
Yeah,
learn,
you need
that's
to
it.
like, for example, you need. It's nothing. People don't understand the difference between an asset and a liability. An asset brings you money. A
Liability,
liability,
take
and people don't get that. So, for example, like I have, like a property that, and it's weird because people always like, I used to live with my mum and dad. Do you have a house? You don't have a house. I have a house. So you can't chat to me, yeah? And the reason I don't.
we're calling this pod.
Best smoke.
Yeah, smoke for them. You know.
It's so annoying when people say that, because the thing is, yes, I have a property that I could have lived in, but why would I do that when I can make money from it, which is what's happening. So that comes into my account. I don't pay for anything in my house at all, apart from I might help around with food and stuff. I don't pay for anything. I'm getting income in. When I'm ready to leave my house, when I get married, I'll go. But for now, it doesn't make sense. So what? I'll go into a house. I'll be paying mortgage. So I don't like spending. So if I can have a house that I'm getting different incomes from, why would I not? Why would I do that? And I don't pay for much. If I think about it, what do I pay for? My contact lenses,
Petrol,
my phone. I don't have many expenses.
Fam, my head is hot. Like I'm paying mortgage in it, so like just hearing contact. I know how much contact because Dan wears contact lenses. So I know they cost like maybe £25 a month for their box or whatever.
60. What? Okay.
The levels are clearly different.
My eyes are done at it.
They're different.
Them was there, but fam, I'm just hearing that and I'm like, fam, like I spend so much money on like not even like this is shit that I actually need to like. It's just we're paying mortgage, lecky, gas, what's it called, water, like the way we tried to duck water as well, like. So I was good. Initially we got there and we're like, listen, yeah, and we don't even know who provides us water. Why are we stressing ourselves to go and look for the person that provides us water in it? Let's just we'll be calm with it. And then they started sending letters like, all right, cool, we know in it, but it didn't have my name on it, so it's not for my attention. I'll just leave it. And then I think eventually it got to they start sending this letter that says that something along the lines of we will cut off the water if no one responds. This is like maybe like 5 or 6 months in.
So you had to do it.
So obviously we bailed them up now, and obviously they basically clocked that. You know, we've been in there for a few months now, so obviously there's a backlog of water that we need to pay for. So obviously for the next couple of months we're paying X, and then obviously it came down. So it's all calm now, to be honest. But just there's so many, and when you own a house as well, if your boiler breaks down, that's your problem.
Do you know what? Yeah.
If damp starts rising in your house, that's your problem.
Yeah.
If the gas isn't coming through for whatever, that's your problem.
Yeah.
Electric faults, your problem.
That's why you need that insurance.
Asbestos, your problem. Everything, and it can hit you at the worst time, especially like if you own a car as well. It breaks down, your problem.
Don't get me
started.
You know what? Yeah, with that. So with the property I have now, I don't like property personally. Like I don't deal with it like that because I can't bother. So there's a guy that manages the property for me. I don't do a damn thing, right? So what happens
is it my cousin?
Huh?
My cousin manages people's properties.
I don't know if it's your cousin. Nah, what the hell? What the hell?
No, I love it.
No, because my cousin's told me about that managing properties and that he does that for
No,
loads
it
of
makes
properties,
sense because at the end of the day, the rent pays off the mortgage and a bit more.
Yeah.
So then he takes. So okay, so what happens is,
takes
let's
the
say I
commission.
can't remember. Let's say it's like £100 left over. I'm just making these figures up. Let's say it's £100 left over every month. Normally in the economy, it's usually maximum you give them is 12% to take, and then they give me the rest. I've given him 20. Now the reason I've given him so high is because I don't want to do anything with this house. So in the event that there's like months that he's just taking this money in and he ain't doing nothing. If that boiler breaks down, don't call me.
It's his problem.
I'm not doing it. You're doing it. I'm giving you that amount of a percentage, which is a lot higher than any of your other clients. So if anything happens, I don't want anyone calling my phone. I don't even want them to have my number. You go and sort it out. So, and we came to that agreement that he was like, yeah, cool, because there's months that he gets £100 for no reason. He hasn't even spoken to anybody in that house. But you're getting it. But then when that boiler breaks, don't call me.
So wait, would he be the one that has getting home insurance on it?
He's the one that would pay for it.
But like, how's he paying? Was it just the
From
money
his
that
own
the commission?
funds? Obviously, no, it's insured anyway.
Yeah, so
but like,
obviously
if there's
he-
any excess, he will pay the excess, not me.
Yeah,
Which isn't usually that much.
Just trying to get an understanding out there to the listeners and
I mean,
that. So,
he's still making his profit.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Of course, that's what I mean. Like, it's not because, fam, a boiler. If you don't have home insurance, Jesus is Lord.
Oh,
Those
wait,
businesses.
so the boiler that broke down for you, yeah?
We had home insurance,
You
so
don't-
don't worry. Hey, fam, to be honest, and we actually, because part of our home insurance is we also get, you can go and loan or purchase. I don't know why you'd loan one, but you can go and loan heaters. Now, bear in mind, this was in July. So we had no business loaning any heater or buying any heater, but we said, you know what, yeah, we can buy up to £100 worth of electric heaters. Let's just cop them. We can claim that back as well. Now we've got we've got heaters, and it's like taking out, to be honest, half of the expense that we ended up paying in the excess for the boiler anyway. Yeah. So
Makes sense.
Fair enough.
Nice.
Yeah, see all that house and stuff is not for me.
Obviously, talking about like the house and staying at home, do you feel like being stay away? Do you feel like obviously now that we're in a lockdown, everyone's at home? Do you feel like it's an opportunity to save more money, or do you find yourself spending money in some way or the other? Because I've had some people tell me that they just realized they've been ordering a lot of stuff randomly off Amazon.
Oh my days, my sister is every day Amazon.
My sister, Pretty Little Thing.
Every single day. Like even my dad was saying like, bro, like why is my sister ordering stuff every single time?
You know the local Hermes guy, that drops deliveries in my house knows my sister's first name and last name and he pronounces it in the Yoruba way correctly. He's a white guy. That's how much
he's seen it that much.
That's how he comes to our house every day. He's like, Oluwayinka, okay, thank you.
And you know them Hermes man are useless as well, innit? So he must have had to go there bare times.
Yeah.
But now, I think, like for me, to be honest, I've been on a lot of trips, even despite everything. So for me, I feel like you just find other ways, you find other things to put the money in,
to
innit?
spend money in. Yeah.
If you manage to save up, then obviously what's good. You have the opportunity to, if you know about it, you know, if Aisha tells us how to do the damn thing on the stock and on the 212 and that. I always see the adverts for it as well, like especially when I'm watching YouTube or something.
But the thing is with the whole investing.
Yeah.
What's the best one?
Do you know what it is? Do you know my thing with free trade is there's so many stocks that are not on there.
Oh,
that's my issue. So if you're gonna have a free one, it should be traded.
So what kind of stocks are on there? Are we talking like FTSE 100, FTSE 250?
All of them will be on
all everything, all the
212.
companies in the world, to be honest.
Yeah, not all of them in the world.
Yeah, majority.
But the majority. But like any ones that are not will be on Harky's Lansdowne. But I wouldn't recommend that until you're kind of
until you're up like levels.
Yeah, not even that. Just until you understand it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like the other investing thing is this whole crypto thing, which I didn't understand until recently. But in the last 2 months, I've made. Hold on.
She has to think.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need to think.
You know the month. My paycheck is the same every month. I've not actually seen a paycheck for years. As in like the physical paycheck, I've not. I think since I joined my new company, which was over 2 years ago, I've not seen it because I know what it's gonna be. In fact, I don't even watch it to see when it lands in the account. I know what it's going to be.
No, but that's because it's one income. No, wait, no, but that's because it's one income. You know, I know my paycheck.
So she's like, I've got so many incomes. I don't even know the numbers. I don't know.
Yeah, but hear this, yeah.
What lit banged for me this month?
Yeah, but hear this, yeah. But what she's talking about is so important because like the only way to create wealth is multiple streams of income.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And if she's like, I'm on like 2, 3, 4, 5, that's how you create wealth and generational wealth in your community. Like, on no cap.
I have a fun fact.
Well, go on.
You see on Wetty, yeah? That's no. That's what I mean, yeah. You know when I say last year 2, now I gotta get 4.
Yeah.
So last year I was on 2 streams of income. Now next year I need 4.
Gee, my fam, I feel like I'm on what's that website that you search up lyrics and what they mean?
Rap Genius.
What?
Genius.
Yeah, I feel like I'm on what's it called? Lyric Genius.
Crypto.
Yeah, crypto.
I can't remember. Certain amount of thousands, I can't remember. But
Boy.
crypto. No, do you know what it is with cryptocurrency? People don't trust it, and I think because they don't understand it, they don't trust it. So I would never tell anybody to get into crypto until you've watched the videos, you've spoken to people about it, you understand it. It's basically a good thing about cryptocurrency is there's 21. So let's talk about Bitcoin, for example. There's 21 million Bitcoins in the world. It does not change. So all this inflation that we have with real money, none of that happens. So that doesn't change. So like the worth of it can only really increase, right? And this one that people are kind of getting a bit more clued up on it. They don't really have much to do because they're knocked down, so they want to do a bit more research. The value is going up.
Yeah. 2
months ago, 1 Bitcoin was worth £8,000. Today, it's worth £11,000. This was in September.
I hope everyone's got their notebooks out at this point.
$3K for not doing anything. All you need to do is transfer your pounds to some kind of blockchain currency and put it in there. But again, you need to research because you need to understand which ones to invest in. That's the first thing. You need to understand. Another thing is it's a waiting game. Yeah. You do not make money in a day. You need to keep it in there. Like otherwise,
You make money exponentially.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm also not doing anything, and the money is so I'd use your disposable income. Don't use income like money that you actually need. Like use disposable income when you're starting.
Yeah.
And then just wait, because in all honesty, if I wanted to quit my 9 to 5 right now, I have income. Like there's other incomes. But the only reason I don't quit my 9 to 5 is for 2 reasons. Number one, because it looks good, it's a status. I work for this bank, you know. And then secondly, I like security. I like the security of like. Those things can all flop, in all honesty. Do you know what I mean? All those different things can flop. My job, I'm going to get that paycheck every month, regardless. I know on this date, I'm going to get this paycheck. So it's calm. And I like that security. Otherwise, I don't...
It's a bit
like I've resigned twice this month, and he hasn't... My land manager said I can't leave. But I've resigned twice because I've just had enough.
It's a bit like, you know, like when you're trying to buy a
resigned
house.
twice and they refused your resignation.
Yeah.
Lord, whatever blessing. I pray you do to me tenfold. Amen.
Wait, did they increase your money though?
They've increased it a little bit, but not by what I want.
But it's a bit like when you're trying to buy a house and then the banks say that they basically want to see that you've got a secure income.
That's another thing. So when you're like, when you want to buy other things, you need, even like, because I work in a bank. So when a client, so there's one client, oh my God, this guy. I've never seen less than 3 million in his account ever in life. Not ever. So the whole time that he's been my client, I've never seen less. And that's his personal, that's not his business account. That's his personal account, yeah? Like his current account, yeah? Cool. Now recently, obviously, you know, like with the bounce back loans and all that, he wanted to get out a loan because the interest rate is just so crap. So he tried to get out a loan and it got declined. And in my head, I'm thinking, how can it be declined? Like, I know this guy. When I checked, he had something like 7 CCJs, 4 personal bankruptcies, all these different things. And then he had to like remove himself as a director from the company so that the company could take a loan. And that's embarrassing. So I sat down with him and I was like, bro, like, what? What? Like, I don't understand. And he explained it to me that he grew up with money. So his dad always had money. So he doesn't understand the value of credit. So when he went to uni, his parents used to give him £200 a week. And that wasn't enough for him, innit? So he would go and take loan. He would go and he did. It wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? You need to pay for your own lifestyle.
Man, they were living off £10, bruv. Fam, you know when things got peak in uni, like you could live off £10 for the week.
Yeah. Easily.
Like easy. Fam, you started the life of just living on basic minimum.
This is my point.
Fam, microwave rice with salt
and this is why you need. This is why you need the man them. Because everyone plays their part.
No facts.
Like it's like a community in uni, fam.
If
For real,
everyone
for real.
has a £10, so you're in charge of. So you know what I'm saying? You
buy
know what I mean?
eggs, you buy milk,
And going
you buy
out as
bread.
well, like whoever is up buys a drink and whatever, or maybe 2 or 3 people buy the drinks. And next time when you're up, you're gonna buy the drinks.
Yeah,
It's
I
like-
can't. That's how we move still. Yeah, we move like a community still.
yeah.
But he
Yeah.
was the person paying for everything because he had money. Like he took out all these loans, didn't pay them back. He's one of those people that parks on red lines, gets ticket, don't really care because. And I was just like, you're a bit of an idiot. And he was like to me, okay, cool. Aisha, can you help me with my credit? I said, I'm not gonna lie to you, that's not in my job description. So I ain't gonna do that. I mean, I kind of do it now because he pays me. But initially, I said no.
Is that another stream? That's another stream of income. So you have got 7. She's got 7. No, she doesn't even need to. She's got 7, bro.
It's not 7, it's 6.
We're including that. That's 7.
It's 6.
Including that.
Name the 6.
Including that. That is not 6.
No, but one of them is not really. it's not
Including
really-
that, would that be
No,
7?
it's 6.5.
She's on 7, guys. This is what rich people do. Like, they have a target for what that stream of income needs to hit.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if it's not that, then it's not income.
No, it's because one of them was.
No, you hear it? Yeah.
No, hold on, wait. It's because I used to coach basketball, innit? But I can't now
Where?
because number 1 of COVID, and number 2, I have like blood issues. I can't keep up with that anymore. So that's kind of gone. So technically, you can add in that one.
To be 6.
Yeah.
Man said you was coaching basketball.
Can I say something? Yeah. I was gonna say something real quick, and just because I know Aisha personally, like when you listen to the pod, you're thinking of like,
Trying to
Like, you're-
I have Aisha's number 2, bitch.
you're
I know, you be flexing on you. Be flexing. See black people.
Oh my
See black
days! Can I
people
make my
just
point?
flexing on me. Just flexing on me. Man had 3 million in the account. Like, I know Aisha personally.
I'm just saying, yeah. Obviously, from conversations that we had, like some people ask or think like, how do you get so many streams of income? And obviously, with regards to your time and stuff, a lot of times when she's making passive income, so a lot of her streams of income is just making money for her. She's putting money into things that are making money for her. So like maybe she might dedicate her time to like 3 things that she's actively doing: her 9 to 5 work, something else. But everything else is just like making money. And it all starts from just being able to commit to £100. I'll put £100 every month and start this. I'll put another £100 and start this. At the end of the year, even if you never go past £100 every month, you have invested about 1,100. If it's a good investment and you get 10% on it, you're looking at maybe it's gone up 1,200, 1,300, whatever it is. I'm saying you're creating, and more time. A lot of us that live at home would have more than £100 disposable income every month, right? So if you're telling yourself like you should, yeah, exactly.
I watch everyone spend £100.
Yeah,
every month.
Easily. Like how many? Like even if you go on 2 night outs, like in a month,
bro,
like, that's already.
I don't need
£50,
to say nothing, but you know how £100 can get spent real easy.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what's wrong with you? But the thing is, like, I feel like you need a level of money to make money, but it doesn't need to be straight away. And I think even me, like this whole me having a property thing is because I went to go and work in Abu Dhabi. In Abu Dhabi, they don't tax you, so I thought I came back here and I was doing big girls. So I thought, let me buy a house, but I lived there for about a week and I went home because what am I doing? Waste of money. But even that is because I made that in. What's wrong with this guy?
You know. I just went to go work in Abu Dhabi for a couple months and that, no tax. Then I thought, fuck it. Let me go buy a yard, because, man got a bit of change in my pocket. You know what I mean? Man bought a Maggie, man bought some juice. I still got some change for a yard. Then I lived in there for a week and I went, no, cause.
But hear this here. She went there for the purpose of work, like a 9 to 5 work, and she made that money, right? In the instance that she made a lot of money and she didn't decide, and she did, and she decided to buy a property, there's a lot of us that would have spent the money on a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? So it's just the basic concept, like, the experiences that she's living are normal experiences, and obviously, like, some of us work in London. Maybe you might have a company that'll send you to Germany, like how Yemi went to like touring Europe, wherever, on work purpose. And then her company, everywhere. And then she's gone to Abu Dhabi and she's working there. She's making a certain amount of money. She's not been taxed. She's living there for a while. She's thinking, right, okay, cool.
Yeah, you went
Guernsey, yeah. So it's kind of like a lot of us we have these normal experiences anyway, and I feel like what I want everyone to take from this is just the fact that anyone can invest, and investing money is so important. Like when I think of the fact that a lot of our parents came here from Africa, and like a lot of them could only afford to do like the bare minimum job because like things are hard, trying to bring up kids, trying to work, and your degree from Africa is not regarded by anyone. So you stand again from fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's long. So we are educated. We have the opportunity, and we're educated enough to know that. Listen, and in fact, we need to educate ourselves more to know that every one of us can do it. You don't need thousands of pounds. It just starts with just understanding the concept of investment. First of all, there's so much material out there. Like my YouTube timeline is just invest in this way, and there's so many common things. It's not even like some kind of like scam or some kind of like, these things have been happening from day dot, from like everything we were ever born, from the start of the 20th century. You know what I'm saying? So this is the normal thing. All the richest men in the world, like, well, not all of them, but majority of them have made their money through investing money. That's the model to follow. You know what I'm saying? Like, someone makes more money by investing more money to make more money.
The thing is, if you only have, like, if you work a job and that's it and there's no other income, you need to understand that you are working for free entities. You're working for your company. You're working hard for your company to make more money so that the shareholders get more dividends. Don't do anything to you. You're working for the bank because chances are you have some kind of loan or credit card or something somewhere. And then you're working for the government because the harder you work, the more you're taxed. So when do you start working for yourself? Because you're just working for all these different entities. You're making them richer. When are you working for yourself? When is the money coming for you and no one else? It don't happen if you just sit there in a 9 to 5 and don't do anything else. That's what's going to happen. You're just going to keep working, and the harder you work, the more you're taxed, the more you have to pay.
True.
Please.
What's the tax threshold again for 40%? Is that 50k or something?
50k. 55.
55 now.
When you hit 55k, you're taxed. And the thing is, all these government loans and all this furlough that they're throwing out now.
They're coming back for
Yeah,
it.
they're coming
Hey.
quickly,
Coming
man.
back for it.
They're just
They
trying to find
would-
ways, man.
They will up that tax. They can't do it straight away because of like
Yeah,
certain
yeah,
fiscal
yeah.
policies and stuff. But taxes, like our kids are going to suffer. Like it's already started in terms of like congestion charges. Like my
Yeah,
brother
they're
has to pay
trying it.
for Oyster card now. They haven't started. When they hit our kids, yeah.
They're coming. That congestion charge is going to expand eventually.
Oh, of course.
It's going to be London. It's going to be
Oh,
the
of course.
M25
The whole thing.
eventually.
they've
In
already-
Everybody
time.
pay money every day.
Play this back in 20 years. You'll know I've said it.
Paying money every day. That's
Thing
long.
is-
Then they'll add you les on top of it. Like, nah, man.
They're already. ULEZ is already up to the A406
fair.
already.
Oh, so done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's already all the way
Since
out
when?
to you. Like I think in the last month or so. I saw it one time.
Oh my
I was on
goodness.
A406.
They give you, they
and
give
the
you like
ULEZ,
a
but
month. So I think it doesn't
Like a
properly
grace
come in
period,
until
innit?
like, yeah.
They don't give a damn. Trust me, they're coming for
don't.
everyone's pay.
That's why when
everyone's
people are
shit.
like, oh yeah, the Rishi, he's so good for the people. You don't know. Where do you think he's getting this money from?
There's no,
That
there's no
Rishi guy
tree
is-
behind
He's
the
taking
Downing
piss.
Street.
It's not
Like,
money
And the
street,
thing
man.
is, yeah, we like in July we hit the highest debt we've ever hit since 1960. Yeah, £2 trillion worth of debt. We haven't hit that since 1960. Why? Because my man wants to be throwing out money anyhow. Like it doesn't. It don't make
Man, I wish
sense.
you know.
fam, he's funding like this.
If I get onto that
He's
guy,
done.
fam,
He's done eat out to help out.
Yeah, he
Then he
must
bought
take-
furlough back,
He's gonna do it again.
and now he wants to do eat out to help out
He's gonna do it
again.
Furlough, yeah. Don't get twisted. Like I agree with the idea of furlough, but why are you paying 70% of people's salaries for doing
Nothing.
nothing? It don't make sense. I'm not saying don't pay. Like you should pay maybe like 50. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 50,
70. Why are you paying
Like, it
70%
should be enough
of
so that-
everyone's salary?
Yeah, it should be enough so that people are able to live.
Yeah, 70 is too much. It's too much because the same people that are taking this furlough anyhow, you'll pay for it.
Because like this is the thing, and especially like, can you imagine if you're like a doctor or a nurse? Like they don't have this option of, oh, you know what? Let me go. Nah, but every one of them, even though
All in
the
the
tired
field,
ones, they're
yeah.
bringing them out
Out
and
to
putting them
work,
on the
all
front
in
line,
process,
like,
fam, it's long.
and they ain't getting. And their taxes, obviously, because the
They're
ones
past
that the more shifts they do work, especially like the doctors,
Mm-hmm.
their taxes are mad right now. They're getting taxed on a mad thing. But meanwhile, the MPs are saying, oh yeah, our wages are gonna go up by 3.3k. Do you know what that 3.3k would do for a certain man out here? That Marcus Rashford is having to feed the kids. Like it's got that deep.
Government don't give a damn, to be honest.
Bruv, Rishi's
Yeah.
out here to rob it. That's what I'm trying.
know.
That's what I'm trying to cut. I'm trying to enjoy my life, fam. I'm trying to hit Dubai and
Another-
taking some sun.
Another
And
episode of We're Not Making It Out the Hood.
We're not
fam.
making
We're
it
not-
never,
Fam, we're not making
never.
it.
And they're talking all this vaccine. You think it's
God
gonna work that
forbid.
quickly?
Hey,
That thing is not into my body, right?
That is not into my body.
Hell to the no.
Honestly, I need to
Not
see.
for at least.
At least what?
I
That
need to.
thing's not into my
I need
body.
to see it go up Boris's bloodstream and like moonwalk throughout it and just be swirling around in that blood for
Boris gonna
6
be looking
months.
like an X-Men.
Hey, for those listening, shout me for that inside information if you want to decline them.
Because them ones, if I see the Queen just flying above Buckingham Palace because 6 months after the vaccine, then
Nah.
then we know the levs.
Hey, you know what? My colleague was vexed about basically I think I don't know, some person from HR. They asked, "Oh, has anyone done the flu vaccine?" Because obviously this year they're trying to say that, oh, if you take the flu vaccine, then it's probably the best thing for you to do at the moment. Like my colleague was vexed. I was like, it's none of your business. Why are you emailing me about it? Obviously, I just said like, no, I ain't taking it. I've never taken a flu vaccine ever.
That's
Is it?
really.
I have, but that's because I'm asthmatic.
I don't
Oh yeah,
recall-
you're meant to, don't it?
Yeah.
I don't recall taking one. So wait.
My
I take
second
every. They make me
yeah.
take it every year.
I don't think you-
My secondary school used to do that. They used to maybe take it every year. I remember when I was like 11. Like the first time I went to a boarding school. The first time I did it, like I was there like, nah, I'm good, you know. I was like, nah, I don't want to do it. And they're like, nah, you have to do it. Your mum signed you up for it. So I get in the room.
I'm good.
I get in the room and I'm like, actually, nah, I'm not doing it. And they're bringing out the needle. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
It's long.
And like, I'm like, nah. And he's like, pop it. I'm like, no. I remove my hand. They start to bring man them in. Like, yo, hey, I beg you, man, hold this up.
Wow.
I'm like, nah. I'm like beefing like 4 or 5 of these white men. I'm like 11 years old and I wasn't like
Well,
big
you
as I am these days. I was still small. So like, and they're like 4 or 5 man them holding me down. And obviously, if they're holding me down, I'm tense, innit? So it's making it even harder to put the needle in. So the way they had to put fam, I thought they were trying to kill me that day. I swear down. This
Yeah, vaccine is not
Swear
seeing
down.
me, boy.
But
I need to see Boris hold that for 6 months at least.
A year minimum. That he'll now be changing colour next
I'm
year.
Do you know them ones there?
Nah.
You'll just see him. He'll just start speaking alien on
nah.
in the middle of his speech. You hear him just go bloop, 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 and you're like, wait, what?
The thing for me that's nuts is, when I look at the government plans here, it just looks like they're just trying to make us be in lockdown forever because every time we come out of it, they're gonna put us back in. And if man really wants to do a winter eat out to help out, we're gonna go back in January.
No, but you know what it is, fam? They don't want to do this, man. They're just going in and out because they don't want to look bad. That's all it is.
Do you know what annoys me about this government right now? Yeah, is the fact that they're more concerned with the economy than they are with people's health.
That's what I mean. That's what
Way more, because
Yeah.
realistically, if that was the case, we'd be in lockdown. Why is my brother? It doesn't make sense. Like at home, I'm the only person that is in that house Monday to Friday. All of my family go to work or school, so but I'm meant to be high risk in it, so I'm meant to be shielded. Okay, cool. So if I'm staying at home and all these people, my brother's going to school, he's come home, there's been about 3 weeks that he's come home early because somebody in the school has COVID, so he's not allowed to stay there. He comes home, my dad goes to work, my mum goes to work, my other brother goes to work. So I'm just like, if they bring it home, I'm still gonna get it. So do you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense if I'm shielding. It doesn't matter if I'm shielding. So it's stupid for you to come and say, okay, all I think they're doing is they're cutting down enjoyment. So anything that people enjoy,
It's a social ban.
anything people enjoy, gone. And they've got haircuts, you can't go and get it, so you can't even be looking nice to go and do enjoyment. So those things are cut. But in terms of keeping the economy going, they're all right. But then again, at the same time, all these businesses, do you remember the amount of people that have called me crying in the past couple weeks, the past couple months, because it's like, Aisha, like if I don't get funds, my whole livelihood is gone. My whole business is gone. And these are people, like I said, they've got millions and millions of pounds in their account, but they still can't sustain their business.
And it's deep. Yeah, it's deep.
They can't do anything. So what do? You just sit there and cry to me? I can help to an extent, but I can't do that much. Let's be perfectly honest.
Like you can't control what's going on in the world right now.
Honestly, they don't give a damn about us. They don't give a like, even you can just hear the way they talk about, even the way like I hear when you know when people talk about this pandemic, and they talk about the numbers, they are there's only been this many deaths and there's 70 million people in the country, and I'm like, listen, this percentage thing that you're coming from is complete bullshit. At the end of the day, if there's 20,000 deaths or 50,000 deaths, that's 50,000 people that have died for pretty much no reason. And then that's 50,000 families that have suffered for no reason.
That's a very point, because what would you rather hear, like, not just in this scenario, but what would you rather hear, that there's 50,000 or something, or 2% or something? What would you rather hear?
But the 50, you'd rather hit the 2%, but the 50,000 is that's what it is. That's what it is on the real.
When you're presenting it as 2%, it's like, it's not that bad.
Yeah, but that's the way they do it, innit?
That's the reason to not scare people.
That's something. There's an expendable mindset. When people hear that 2%, they're like, it's not that much. I'm fine. My family are fine. So like, it's calm, innit?
And the thing is, so I have. But nothing is. I feel like they're just diagnosing everything as COVID. So I know as someone one of my friends' dad died, and COVID. We said it was COVID. Cool. And they were like, nah, because he's actually been at home. Like, what's this? So they did a biopsy and found out that he actually just had a heart attack. But you are now, if they didn't do that, you wouldn't know that he actually just had a heart attack.
They're just saying
but you're just saying, everybody that's dying now, it's COVID, it's COVID, it's COVID. That's crap. And I don't know if that's like a way to scare people. I don't know if people just don't know what to say. But it's also wrong, because that death will go down as a figure of someone that's died of COVID when they didn't.
They didn't do it, so
there's been bare people like that, man. I mean, as well, it's just a tricky situation, man. Like, you know what it is, I partially only feel sorry for Boris. I don't give a damn about the rest of the government, innit? I feel like he himself.
You feel sorry for him?
Only
but
partially.
He's a puppet,
it's a small thing. It's a small amount. It's not a lot.
He's just the head of a big body.
I feel sorry for him because he's had it hard. Like, he's had it hard, and I think a lot of people forget that he legit he could have died. You know, this guy shouldn't be here, bro. He could have gone in March, bro. And now the country would have been more exed. And I feel like he's trying what he can try, but I feel like his party is crap. They're not even trying to help him.
No.
They'd rather he be the fool guy and everything.
He just wanted to come for Brexit and go.
And bounce, bruv. Man's dealing with COVID and everything. Like, bruv, I was saying this the other day. It's actually deep. I feel so. The only reason I said it, I feel so small ball, bro. He's just had a baby, so he's making he's trying to look after his wife and his child. Then he's having to look after the whole country every day. Man's having to present to somebody talking about COVID. Is he even sleeping? Because he doesn't look like he's sleeping. Man's hair is messed up on a daily. You know?
I mean, his hair was messed up even.
Yeah,
before,
but you can. It's now it's worse. The hairdresser's like, "Nah, I've given up on this, man. I ain't got time no more."
Man's wearing the mad trousers.
The man, he doesn't care no more, fam.
He's looking mad right now. Who was the other guy that had the buttons and the buttons was?
Oh, I don't even know his name, but he was taking a piss.
It might have been Boris as well, you know.
Was it Boris?
Yeah, he had his, like the cuffs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was.
Done it.
It was done at him, man.
Yeah, that's what I said. I feel sorry from small, but apart from that, man, yeah, this country's suffering, man. And
We're suffering because our government's crap.
but you know what's gonna happen, yeah?
What?
They're gonna open it up. December, it's gonna be a mad thing. You're gonna see bare people on
But
road.
this is the problem.
And for New Year's, because how do you keep people in their house for New Year's? Doesn't happen. That's
People are
absolute
already
myth.
doing. You see, like when
No,
they
but-
first announced lockdown, people are there doing protests for freedom.
Get
What's
me out of my
this?
house, but you're on road
What's
already.
this?
You know, people are just gonna be out on the streets just because.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even like when the second lockdown happened, like my brethren was like, boy, but people are still out here, you know.
Of course they are.
People are still out here.
This
is
lockdown
not
does
serious,
not.
man.
People do not take this seriously. And I can see why, because when you're giving me mixed message, you're telling me, oh yeah, it's so dangerous, you can't go out, you can't go to the restaurant, but all the kids can go to school. Are you an idiot?
Yeah, because they don't give a damn about the children either.
True, fair. Do you know what? Do you see that thing of that woman? She's like 80 something, and they did an interview with her on BBC, and she's like, I can give a toss, mate, because at the end of the day,
I've
yeah,
seen
yeah.
that. I've seen that.
I'm 83, like I'm gonna die soon anyway, so I'm gonna enjoy my life, and I hear it. I completely hear it, because you can't sit there and suffer in your house when, in all honesty,
Your
you
last
could
days.
die anytime soon.
Yeah,
And that's why I said I feel sorry for her. Like I was even thinking to my grandma today because she's just at home by herself, innit? And you can tell that it's getting to her.
Yeah.
And it's not even her. There's a lot of older people as well that they just by themselves at home. They can't go anywhere.
you know the thing is like people that age, a lot of their age mates are probably gone or about to go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
So that sort of
They're
loneliness.
losing a lot of
maybe
friends
That
at that
loneliness
time,
is
yeah.
slapping. Yeah.
So then on top of this, you have COVID now that they're saying,
You're
oh,
actually
you have to
home.
stay in your house.
It's like you're waiting for your time to die. It's peak.
COVID is creating more long-term problems for us as a society.
Oh yeah, don't get it twisted.
than the amount of people that are dying right now.
It's not just it's not just COVID, fam. Mental health is an issue.
Yeah, no.
Somebody was saying bare suicides will go up. I
Suicides
won't be
will-
Suicides
surprised.
have already gone up.
It's already gone up.
They've gone up
Yeah.
200%.
200%.
Yeah,
Boy.
during COVID. And do you know what? Nothing is a bit annoying. I had a conversation with a colleague of mine the other day, and she's like, "Oh well, 2021 is my year." Are you an idiot? Like, what?
She said 2021 is
I
my
was
year.
like, it's my year. I said, you know that stupid picture of the girl walking up
walking
the
up the
stairs?
stairs.
You're mad. Because if you think on the 31st, and we had a full blown argument about this on the phone. If you think on the 31st of December,
Life's gonna change.
everything is gonna change. COVID's gonna be like, all right, see you later. Like, you're
That's
an
why I've
idiot.
told bare
The
people
year's
saying
nearly
that.
done.
Huh?
Yeah, bare people are
Year's
saying
nearly
this. Bare people actually believe that one day year starts new.
That you start,
The
don't
problems
work
are
like
over.
That, or that whole thing needs to stop. You need to adapt now. That's
Yeah.
what you need to do.
Yeah.
Oh, tell me, 2021 is my year. Go and sit down. Please.
20
I don't have patience for that.
2021 is my
nonsense.
actual year.
2021
you
is
know.
my year. I just sat there and thought, are you deluded? Like, and even if COVID does disappear, but the effects of COVID is not gonna.
This guy's a joke, man.
Why do you do this tons, man? Why, bruv? You're so childish.
This guy's
And they'll continue what you're saying.
Yeah, the fact that people, and the thing is, she's not the only person that thinks that. I know a lot of people that will come and tell me, yeah, 2021 is my year. Like, I'm not being funny. Like, the effects of COVID has had on the economy, the effects that COVID has had on people's mental health, the effects that COVID has had on just in general, it's going to be hard to just snap back on the 1st of January. That's stupid. It's not going to happen. So people need to come out of that mentality. And even like a lot of my businesses that I work with, they're having to change their whole business strategy. There's one man, one of my clients, this guy, 70s, he's in his 70s. He's one of my richest clients. And this guy has never used Instagram in his life, ever. But recently, he's having to be a bit more digital because you can't go anywhere. So he called me one day. He's like, Aysha, you use that InstaFace thing, don't you? I was like, it's Instagram, love. But yeah. So he was like, just can you show me how to do it? Like, it took me like 2 hours of my day to go through how to use Instagram with him.
Wait,
But at
do you
the
have to
same
do these things for these people?
I don't, but I work with him outside. So we have to maintain a decent relationship. Because he obviously pays me for other things. So,
How many people are paying you for other things, fam?
do you know what it is? During this COVID, a lot of these people that, because the thing is, my portfolio, you have to earn a certain amount to be in my portfolio. You have to have at least a turnover of 500k to about 10 mil. in that bracket. Otherwise, you won't be allowed in my portfolio.
Okay,
so a lot of them are established to an extent. So they've kind of a lot of time they know what they're doing, and a lot of them have been there for a while. So a lot of them are old. But in this environment that we're in now, they don't really know how to do it. Whereas when I first started, all of them were like, oh, you're a bit young. Like, you sure you know what you're doing? And then as soon as I mention all the places I've worked, they're like, oh, okay, cool. They're a bit more comfortable. Whereas like now, you need my help. You need me to tell you certain things because you just don't understand it. Like,
Tide is turned.
yeah, it's like, it's time. You need me. You're calling off my phone. But obviously, me too, I'm stressed. So I'm not picking up my phone every time. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Half the day, my phone is on Do Not Disturb because I'm not picking up all your phone calls. Like, I'm not your personal financial advisor. But
that's what you're basically doing for them.
Yeah, that's what I have to do.
Is that contracted or they just pay you whatever money you agree?
Depends on what do you mean outside of that or for this.
Outside of it.
Depends what it's for. So like the guy that I said he wanted me to help with his credit report.
Yeah.
So there's like contracts and stuff in place. So like if you are my client with my company, I can't work with you outside of work. So I have to literally give you to someone else for you to be able to work with me outside of work, or you go to a different bank. So that person that I helped with his credit report, because he thinks that's more important, he left so that I could work with him outside of work. So he pays me. We came up to an agreement of how much I feel like he should be paying me, and he did. And also, I see his accounts. So I know what he can afford before I give any figure.
I need to make more money, fam. Can't lie. Can't lie.
Money makes money.
I know. To be fair, the only thing I do is shares in it, but I do that through work companies, and I wanted to do that as well because I knew that that's something I understand, like you were saying before.
Done from early as well.
Yeah, I done it from early as well. So the amount that's there right now.
So then now you've done shares, go into crypto.
Yeah,
same stuff.
Yeah, but crypto. Look here, I
Crypto
talked to too many people
what?
about crypto. I'm not there.
What?
Yet.
Why?
I'm not there yet, man.
Why?
I'm not there. It's the level of just understanding that it takes.
If you understand shares,
I
you
know,
understand
I
crypto.
should understand crypto. Yeah.
It's like honestly the kind of knowledge you need for crypto is the same thing. You just need to get your grips to the fact that you're investing in money, in digital money, as opposed to you investing in shares. And even in that, like, there's different types of what's it called again? Not Bitcoin. There's different types of blockchain currencies. So you don't have to invest in Bitcoin. That's the most expensive one. There are other ones you can invest
I know
in.
the other ones because like I know there's Leica and all
Yeah,
that.
exactly. So I don't understand. Just small. Just this.
I'm very
I feel
intricate.
like-
I need to
no,
actually make sure that
the
I know that
hardest
this
thing to do
Take a risk.
is start.
Yeah, that's the thing. No,
Yeah.
but
The whole point in
the whole
investing
it's
is
a risk.
literally-
Yeah.
It's a risk.
I call it rich
Everything's
man's
a
gambling.
risk.
A lot of people don't get it, but
It's
I
a
know
risk.
No,
it's
but
fun,
it is.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When he first came to me about this shares thing, I was like, oh, Lucia's chat shit. He's not gonna. And I'll be very real. Like, and so the first time we didn't really entertain it. Then he came to me again. Then he started bugging me. So I was like, right, you know what?
He's actually being
Cool.
serious
He's
about
being
it.
serious. And in all honesty, like, he's on top of it. Like, he's doing pretty well with it. But you need to take that jump initially. Otherwise, you're not gonna. Even back then, when I put my money into Amazon, where people were like, and bear in mind that was from my student loan. That £200 that I put in was from my student loan. People are thinking, why would you do that? You don't know what work you're going to be doing after uni. Why would you put that in? Now look.
You're smiling there, laughing.
I mean,
they're crying actually. I hear it.
So you just got to take that. You got to take that one.